Now let's look into some of the properties about dot product. Explain if the following statements are true or false. A dot B equals to B dot A is the commutative property for the dot product. Second one is calculation A dot B dot C is not meaningful. And third is if A equals to C, then A dot B is equal to B dot C. So answer this question. Answer the three questions and then look into my suggestion. The first one is A dot B equals to B dot A. This is called commutative property for the dot product, and that is true, right? So what is after all dot product? A dot B is equals to magnitude of A times magnitude of B times cosine of theta, and theta is angle between them, right? So even if you interchange, it becomes B dot A, theta remains the same. So they are exactly the same things. So then scalar quantities, order does not matter. Do you understand? On the right side, what we have is a scalar quantity, right? This is scalar. So when we are talking about scalar quantities, then product orders don't matter, right? 3 times 4, 4 times 3 is one and the same thing. Here all the three things are scalar in nature, correct? Now next part, calculation A dot B dot C is not meaningful. This is kind of tricky question. Think about it. So if you have to do the dot product, if you do A dot B, what will you get? A dot B will yield you vector or scalar? That is the question to be answered. A dot B will be a scalar, and then you are trying to do dot product of scalar and vector. That is not done, right? Therefore, this is not meaningful, and this is also true, correct? Because A dot B is a scalar. So you cannot have dot product between scalar and vector. So we can write this as some scalar k, and k dot vector is not meaningful. Do you see that? Whenever you do dot product, you need two vectors, right? A and B should be vectors. That is why this is not meaningful. So first was true for us, and that is called commutative property of dot product. And the last one is if A equals to C, that means A and C are same vectors, then A dot B equals to B dot C. Is it true or false? So if A is same as C, then I can write B dot C as B dot A. Is that okay? Right? Because C and A are same. Now from commutative property of dot product, it is true. Why commutative property of dot product? Because ultimately they are scalars, right? They are scalars, as we have seen earlier. So this statement is also true. So all the three statements here are actually true, and I've given them here purposely so that you keep a note of this. Have a good look at it and try to understand. A dot B is same as B dot A, and A dot B dot C has no meaning at all. There is nothing called associative law in dot product. And if A and C are same vectors, then A dot B equals to B dot C. Otherwise not. Important thing is otherwise not, right? That is what you need to figure out, and as an exercise for you, so here's a question for you. That is A dot B equals to, let us say, B dot C, right? Give examples to prove that this statement is false. You have to give examples for this to prove that A dot B equals to B dot C. It means A equals to C. That implies A equals to C, right? So the question is, if, let me write clearly, if A dot B equals to B dot C, then it implies that A equals to C. Now this statement is false, I'm telling you. It is false. You need to give me some examples to prove that this is false, right? Previous statement is We had A equals to C and then that was true. This is the other way. So, other way is not true. Thank you.